Hey Brisa, when are you gonna film another Batch Bash? I don't know. When is it gonna stop being so boring? When is Nick gonna stop being the worst? These are the questions we need to be asking, people. Bachelor. Can we just get it out of the way? I realize my hair looks like a troll. I threw my hair up this morning with the intention of straightening it later. It's 3 o'clock and it's not gonna happen. So troll hair is what's happening and we're just gonna deal with it. Nick goes in the hotel room and the girls are all there. They're so nervous. They don't know what's gonna happen, if there's gonna be a rose ceremony. And Nick says, I know that I see what I want in this room. Every single girl thinks it's her. Did anyone else take a good look at Raven? Her upper lip is red. I know that red mark is from a wax. It would have been real nice if a producer let her know 10 minutes before she waxed her upper lip that Nick was gonna come talk to them. I have been there. I feel your pain. Mustached women unite. We call it a moustache because it's not a big mustache. It's just a little guy, like a mouse. We were just kissing underwater and it's just that feeling when you're like, I'm drowning. I'm so in love with him. Who thinks kissing underwater is a good idea? Literally making out underwater right now. And the whole time I'm watching, I'm clutching my chest because I can't breathe, because I'm freaking out, because I think they're gonna drown. They're gonna die, they can't breathe, they're just sitting there making out underwater, murdering themselves. 3 beautiful women are in bikinis on a yacht. Nick's like, I'm one lucky guy. Yeah, you're also a tool, so. Can ABC not afford Banana Boat? Did anyone else notice they were using a generic sunscreen? What? They are on a yacht in Bimini, guzzling champagne like it's water, but they're like, you know what, guys? Why don't we just use this generic sunscreen? We can save 35 cents on it. No one's gonna notice. No one's gonna think twice about it. They just want to know that we're protecting them with sunscreen. Guess what, ABC? I noticed. Next year, you use Banana Boat or you don't make a show at all. The more I watch Corrine, the more I realize we're the same person, and it's kind of embarrassing for me. She's on a date with Nick and 2 other women. She's sitting there, she's trying to play it cool. I'm gonna flirt with him, but I don't want him to know I'm paying attention to him. She's just trying to be so cool about the whole situation, but inside she's like, where is he? What is he doing? Who is he talking to? Who is he looking at? That was me in college. I cannot tell you how many dance parties, how many rock band parties I was like, I'm just cool. I'm hanging out with the people. We're dancing, we're talking. I see you. I know you're here, but I'm not like watching you. You do you. Talk to anyone. And then you're back over there like, what's he doing? I know. Can you believe it? Who's he talking to now? Am I crazy? I've been calling Corrine crazy this whole time, yet the more I watch, the more I realize we are kind of connected. And I'm just thinking, huh. What does that say about me? They're on the ship, they're gonna swim with sharks, and Raven's like, I will punch a shark. If a shark gets near me, I will punch it in the face. Raven, listen, honey, sharks are not gonna come bite you. I promise. The legend of you beating your ex and his mistress has spread to every creature on land or sea. You are safe. No one is coming for you. The world is scared of you. I'm also afraid of saying anything bad about you because I don't want you to hunt me down. Love you, girl. We both have mustaches. We good. Please don't hit me. Nick Viall has cried more than any Bachelorette ever. Every single episode he's bawling about something and I'm over it. I'm done. Get this man a tissue, plug up his tear ducts, and just get him off my television, please. I'm going to talk about something right now, and it's been an issue for me the entire time I've been watching this show. I don't think ABC realized it was going to be as controversial as it is, but to me, it's huge. It's an issue that comes up every single episode, something that bothers me every single time. It just gets under my skin, and it drives me nuts. Why do they never eat the food? There is a 5-pound lobster on Nick's plate, and he doesn't even look at it. I'm just gonna drink this instead. I'm not even gonna look at that lobster. Are you kidding me? You would have to pay me not to eat that lobster. The conspiracy theorist inside me thought, is it fake food? The lobster was too perfect. The baked potatoes are always so plump. Let's break it down, people. ABC does not have enough money for Banana Boat. They do not have enough money for a real lobster. They spent their entire budget on the Backstreet Boys. ABC doesn't have real food. That's why no one eats. Because if it's not fake food, what is wrong with these people? I would punch a shark in the face for a 5-pound lobster. Why aren't you eating the lobster? I'm only gonna say 2 things about Corrine's sneaky visit to Nick's hotel room. Number 1, black shirt, black pants, black heels. You look like Bad Sandy from Grease. Number 2, watching her walk down the hallway was one of the most painful things I've ever seen. And it wasn't because it was super awkward, it's because she cannot walk in heels. Let's move on to hometowns. The most boring episode of the entire season, shall we? Nick and Raven fighting in the mud was like a scene from a Nicholas Sparks movie. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. Raven's giving an interview for her hometown, and she's like, every time I see Nick, I expect something to go wrong. I expect for us not to have chemistry. I expect it all to just be done. Raven, if this is what you're expecting every single time you see him, it's probably not a good sign. Nick is so ticked that Raven's dad is overshadowing his night, because this night is obviously about Nick, and he's like, cool that you're cancer free, but like, bro, it's my night. Further proof that Corrine and I are the same person. She was so awkward when she told Nick she loved him. Nick? I love you. When I told Corey I loved him, it took me like 20 minutes. It was so awkward for me, and I don't know why it was so awkward. I never told anyone else I loved them before other than my family or friends. Dang it, Corey, like you know, I don't have to say it, you know. And he told me he loved me the day before, and I said, thank you. Could I be any more awkward? I love Raquel. I love Raquel. I love Raquel. I love Raquel. I thought it was really funny when Corrine's mom was holding a glass of wine, and she's like, there's so many things that I just could not do without Raquel. As Raquel is pouring her wine like this. Huh? Nick, I want to know what you love about Vanessa. What makes her different? Well, when she first got out of the limo, I was like, I was into your daughter from the beginning. No, Nick, aside from physical appearance, what do you like about my daughter? I need her to find someone who will be her equal. Do you think you'll be her equal? Crickets. He was so quiet. He was so awkward. He knows he's not good enough for her. He knows he does not deserve her. He knows he is not her equal in any way. This is not a spoiler. This is just a personal prediction. Vanessa is going to win because if she doesn't, the Canadian-Italian mob is coming after Nick and they will get him. I have some exciting news to end this batch bash with, and I'm getting a little awkward because I don't know how to say it. My friend and I are going to throw a finale viewing party. We're calling it the Batch Bash Bash. Right? Right? If you are local to Utah and you would like to join us, please comment below. Please find me on Instagram. Send me an email. Who doesn't want to watch Nick cry with a giant group of girls? This show is about uniting us as sisters. So let's get together. Let's bash on Nick. Let's have a good time.